Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today's training call. This is the new CEO training call. And today's call is going to be all about ways to work your business. My name is Sabrina Rare. I am one of the field development and training managers here at VO and Hope. And I specialize in new CEO trainings. And so let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So there's so many ways to work your business. Definitely, as you're growing your business, the main thing, like as a brand new CEO, we really want you to concentrate on those in-home wine tastings. They're super important in your business, and that's really how you grow your business initially. We have a great program called the Fast Start program as a new CEO that you can partake in. It's your first 60 days in your business. And for every 2 qualified parties, you earn $100 in Fast Start rewards. And then for every new recruit that you bring on as a new CEO who goes on to hold 2 qualified parties within their first 60 days, you can earn $100 in Fast Start rewards there too. So rewards are just ways for you to, are just points for you to purchase different items to help boost your business. Individual bottles of wine, business supplies, merchandise, little One Hope t-shirts or hats, just really anything to really help you boost your business. So definitely take a look at our Fast Start. There's a PDF that you can print out that gives you full details on the program. And it's available in VIA University in your CEO back office under the Getting Started tab. So definitely take a look at that. And my previous calls, I go into a lot more detail on the program, but I just wanted to touch base on that because that Fast Start program really is about in-home tasting events and keeping your calendar full and creating goals for yourself. So one of the most important ways to grow your business is the in-home wine tasting events. As a new CEO, I personally, as a new CEO trainer, I personally recommend that all of our CEOs use those in-home wine tasting events as networking events. I know Lisa's heard me say this before. I say it almost on every call. And really go into that event ready to network and talk to every guest that attends. Not just the ones that come up and get tastings. Really try to mingle with everyone and get to know them. Have an email list ready so that you can gather everyone's information and what they're interested in so you can reach out at a later date. So we're going to go over all the different ways. So in-home wine tastings are big. They make a social impact on top of the 50%, the nonprofits that we support for each of our wines and gift sets and kitchen products. So definitely, it's a great fundraising option for your hosts and for yourself as well. We encourage our CEOs to be their own hosts. So people enjoy these events. It's a form of entertainment. Get your friends together and enjoy great wine while fundraising and learning about all of our partner causes and all of our wines. Let's see here. So the next... Sorry, I'm pregnant, and so I get out of air pretty easily. Hold on one sec. There we go. Okay. So there's more information here in VIA University in Getting Started, and then also under other opportunities for you to learn more. One thing that's super important is to go beyond the living room. Thank you so much. To go beyond the living room with large events and bulk gifting. So as you're getting to know everyone at your events, get to know them, see what they do for a living. If they maybe are a real estate agent or are in the financial field and send closing gifts or thank you gifts, kind of get your brain, make a note and get their information so you can reach out to them about how we have some great gifting items. So there's great ways to grow your business that way as well, which is large events, bulk gifting, which is like when you meet a real estate agent, they always send closing gifts, or even loan officers do the same thing. Reach out to local businesses and local nonprofits for tasting events. People love to do little happy hours. The one thing that, just to make sure, is that that business, if they're going to be held at a business, that it's closed while you're holding the event, because it needs to be a private event. But there's great ways for you to do like customer appreciation events for salons or different things like that. Really, the sky is the limit here. If you have any compliance questions, be sure to email compliance@vo1hope.com. But really just keep brainstorming on ways to grow outside of the living room with large gifting and bulk gifting and corporate sales. Okay, the next thing is keep your customers' email information and cell phone information so you can reach out to them after the order's been placed and delivered. You want to make sure you're providing good customer service, and part of that is offering refills. Once a customer loves our wine, they're going to want to become a lifetime customer, and for you to do that, just keep reaching out to them. Typically, we recommend that you reach out to a customer about 2 to 4 days after their wine shipment has arrived at their house, just to be like, hey, did everything arrive safely? Just want to make sure everything arrived safely and that you received everything you needed. And then about 2 weeks later, hey, want to make sure all the wine, like you're enjoying the wine. And then in 2 months, check for a refill. See if there's anything they need to refill, or if there's any gifts they need to send with our amazing gifting items. So definitely provide a great customer service to all of your customers. And that's why it's super important to use our order forms that we have available for you in your back office, because it's a great way for you to keep their information. Always recommend scratching off their credit card information. You don't want to keep that on file, but keep their order form so that you can see what they ordered in the past, their email, their phone number, and what they're interested in the future. On our order forms, if you haven't seen it yet, it has a little box, the top right-hand corner, that has encourage your customers to fill that out, because it tells you what they might be interested in the future. Is it hosting an event? Is it becoming a CEO? Is it corporate gifting? Do they have a large bulk order coming up that they'd like to do? Maybe a wedding. So definitely make sure your customers fill the whole order form out so that you can keep that on file and use it to reservice your customers. The next way for you to grow your business are trade shows and vendor events. These typically, since there is a fee for someone to attend and it's open to the public, you're not able to pour tastings at these events, but you can use them as a booking and recruiting event. So it's going to be just you having a little display with some opportunity brochures, some host planners, and some catalogs, and maybe a couple of non-alcoholic gift sets, just so they can see those items. And you're going to stand out in the front of your table and interact with people and talk to everyone that walks by. Ask them if they have any fundraising they need to do. That way you can book a tasting event, or tell them everything that you do as a business, and they might be interested in joining your team. So this is super important. This is another networking opportunity for you. So definitely go to the event prepared with a customer list so that people can fill out, maybe do a small raffle at the end of the event. You can go to Target Dollar Store or the Dollar Spot, purchase a couple smaller items and raffle those off. You can raffle off one of our gift sets that are non-alcoholic. Unfortunately, you're not able to raffle off alcohol. It's just a state law that we have to have our CEOs abide by. But trade shows and vendor events are great opportunities if you're prepared for them to help grow your business. Like I said, an email list so that you can contact everyone when you're done with your event, get their information, figure out what they're interested in doing so you can provide more one-on-one information, a week later. Let's see here. Another great opportunity is our Facebook events, virtual Facebook events. I have a great training in detail on how to hold a Facebook event. I think I did it just a couple weeks ago. And what I train on is a 30-minute Facebook event. Yeah, you prepare for it a little bit more beforehand, but we have some great shareables that are already created for you. They're available in the VIA University under social shareables, and I believe it just says Facebook events, and there's about 15 different shareables that you can use. And now Facebook has a great way for you to schedule posts. So you can schedule them so that they're about 2 minutes out from each other. And then you're available to interact with every guest as the posts happen. But there's a full training available in my YouTube channel, or you can search the Facebook community group. It's a full 30-minute training that I did to give you a little more detail on how you can utilize those for your events. Some of our CEOs choose to do a Facebook event that's open before and after the date of their actual in-home tasting event so that people can interact and get to know each other beforehand. And then also, if someone's not able to attend last minute, then they have a link. You'll include the party URL link, and then they have a link that they can purchase and support that cause super easily. They don't have to reach out to anyone. They just go on the Facebook event and place an order. So some of our CEOs choose to do it that way, but we do have a great 30-minute training on 30-minute Facebook events that you can definitely watch. So those are some great ways for you to grow your business. I'm going to ask something later, so hold on one second. So really, like I said before, the sky's the limit. It's wedding season right now. Do you have any friends or family that are getting married? Or do you have someone, I bet you know someone that's going to a wedding that can purchase a glitter bottle or one of our gift sets, our celebration gift set. So definitely start brainstorming on how you can reach out to those people that, we all have those friends that are like serial wedding attendees. Like I have friends that like attend 10 a year. And it's just crazy. You can sell them a full case of wine or a half case of wine for them to gift to people at their weddings. So definitely, I know for me, it would have been a really fun gift to get like a basket of 4 or 5 bottles of wine and get to enjoy that with my husband. So definitely brainstorm different things that are coming up. We have Easter. Might be a little late for people to place orders for Easter right now, but let's see, what's the next holiday? Pregnancy brain in full effect right now. What's our next holiday coming up? Easter. Someone chatting. Mother's Day is a great one. Yay, Lisa, thank you. Like, what's the next one? And then Father's Day is coming up as well. We have some great gift sets for both. So definitely just look at the calendar and see ways for you to reach out to all your friends. Maybe create a Facebook event for Mother's Day gifts. Now that we make that local donation for our gift sets, $49 or more, you can definitely utilize that as you grow your business. Okay, so that's really all I had as far as trainings. I wanted to open it up to see if anyone had any ideas that they would like to share on how to grow your business. Feel free to unmute yourself if you want to talk, or if you just want to chat, that's totally fine.
Hey, it's me, Candace.
Hi, Candace.
I'm cooking, so I don't have the video on right now.
No problem.
Yeah, kids want mac and cheese.
Oh, that's one of my pregnancy cravings.
Oh, really? Oh, funny. That's cute. Oh, I just started yesterday.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I'm brand new. But I've been like a business owner pretty much straight out of high school. I'm 33 now, and I just love sales and all that jazz. But I was thinking one thing I really wanted to dive into is where I live, in particularly in Oregon, we have a lot of sip and paints. You know how they have like those painting parties?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times they serve wine there. So I was thinking of contacting the owners, the ones that run those sip and paints, and ask them what wines that they're using, and perhaps see if I can maybe donate one time just so I could get an in and have people try. Oh, wait, they can't try the wines, huh? Even if I'm donating it because it's a public event, huh?
Yeah, so it gets a little tricky. I would go ahead and email compliance. The only thing if it's open to the public and there's a ticket to attend the event, then it's not able to be poured.
Bummer. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Aren't those private parties?
Yes.
Those are usually private parties, right?
If they're at a public location, but if they are invite only and RSVP only, and the company doesn't have a liquor license, then yes, they can be purchased. But definitely go ahead and email any questions you have regarding compliance to compliance@viaonehope.com, and they'll be happy to point you in the right direction.
Okay. Do you have anything in particular, like something you say to not so much strangers, but just followers in general, to try to see if they could host an online event? Or is it better to just like have them regularly and always be inviting people?
Yeah, so have you had a chance to announce your business?
No. I know the wine gets here quite quickly, so I'm waiting for it to arrive so I can have a picture of me holding a glass of wine and
awesome. Yeah,
talking about it. So
once you announce your new business, you can definitely also announce that you hold in-home wine tastings, and maybe have your own launch event. That's a great way to get people to know about your business. Hold like a physical, like in your house, or in if you live in like a community, you can do it in your recreation room, as long as it's invite only. And then you can launch it, have all your friends and family there to try the wines, and that's where you can really get those bookings going, because your friends and family want to support you in every way they can. So they'll do their own tasting events, and then at every tasting event you have a goal of, you can create your own goal, but I always recommend as a new CEO to have 2 new bookings at every tasting event so that you can continue to grow your business that way.
yeah, I definitely plan on doing that. And the ones I was curious about for these online ones, I was reading the chat.
Yeah.
Is because I have a lot of family that lives far away, so I was trying to find a way I can text them or message them in a non-pushy, salesy way to try to host an online event. I didn't know like if you had particular wording that's worked well for you.
I think the biggest thing is just to be authentic, and really show that you want to help them. Say like, I saw you, like if you've seen friends or family like raising money for a 5K or raising money for a certain nonprofit, that's a great way to reach out to them, because each of your in-home tasting events is a fundraiser as well. So there's different ways to reach out to everyone, but I just recommend always to not be too salesy, and just really just be your authentic self when you're reaching out to everyone. Have it sound exactly like how you would normally reach out to them, but just let them know that you're in a new business and you'd love for them to either host a tasting event, or if they personally don't want to, be like, hey, do you have anyone in mind that you can pass over to me, or that you can let them know about my business so that they can reach out to me on their own.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and take a look at these questions here. So trade shows and vendor events was what I was saying there. And then Vicki, it's best just to reach out to compliance@viaonehope.com for the different ways that you can work with different companies. Let's see here. What's the best way to introduce your business? Great question. So there's many ways to announce and introduce your business. One of them is through social media. If you feel comfortable doing that, you can do that. You can text message friends and family personally to let them know about your business. A great thing to do is to either create a new email and change your signature so that it includes your business and your website link and what you do. And then another thing is a lot of people don't think about is to change your voicemail on your cell phone to include that you work with One Hope. So there's many great ways to announce it. You can send an email to everyone that you feel like would be interested. You can do a launch event. As I stated before, invite 15 to 20 of your closest friends and family. Who doesn't love a wine tasting, free wine. They can just come by and just check it out, and you can tell everyone what you're doing then. So there's many different ways. Let's see here. Angela, there is a great, in the Facebook community group, there's a great little post. If you just search elevator pitch, there's a great post, and Jake Cloberdance, our CEO, our Chief Executive Officer, gave his elevator pitch. Mine is nothing compared to his, so definitely check it out on the Facebook community page. Let's see here. Where do you get stickers for the brochures? So there's definitely different ways you can do that. I believe there's a campaign going on in the Facebook community group from one of our leaders for stickers that you can purchase. So if you just search that in the community group, or you can just simply go to Staples and purchase Avery Dennison labels and print them yourself. If you just want to print 100, you can just do that. It's pretty relatively cheap. And just so you can get a feel for what you want to include on it, I always recommend your name, your email address, cell phone number if you feel comfortable including that so they can reach out to you, and your storefront link so they can check out the information. Oh, perfect, Vicki. Thank you for including that. It's not something that home office does, but I know a couple of our leaders have set it up. Perfect. You talk more about doing a customer appreciation at a salon. Yes, so the salon has to be closed for business. It can't be open to the public, but a lot of salons choose to do customer appreciation events or a launch event. If they're reopening or something along those lines, they can invite all their clients and have some wine for people to check out their location. And that's a great way to have an event. I would personally use that as a booking event, so people can be interested in booking. I'm not sure if it would be huge on, unless the salon had a nonprofit that they continuously supported, then it could be a fundraiser event, but sometimes it's just good to get your business out there, have business cards, catalogs with your information on it. Use it as a networking event and have people taste our wines. And that way they have your information to place orders later. They might not be super interested in purchasing at that point because they're there just to check out the location. But if you use it as a great networking event, you can gain a lot of business from it that way. Hi, Ken. Let's see here. I am new. Are the new catalogs coming out next week? When did you receive your starter kit, Ken? Oh, you're muted.
Weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago? Yeah, so yeah, it would be best to purchase new catalogs when they come out. Okay?
Okay.
But a lot of our CEOs, there's actually a thread I saw. I'm not sure if you're in the community. There was a great thread I think I saw yesterday about ways to use your older catalogs People create little stickers to put over the pricing for what's been updated. A lot of the things remain the same because it's just our spring catalog. So, and if someone, looks at it in front of you, you can kind of point them in what's changed and what's been updated. But there's a great thread going on the community page on how to update that. So you can still use them at your events. Let's see here. Candace, so to remain compliant, it's best for each host to purchase their host package for their tasting. I think that's what you're asking. So yeah, the best thing is to use your customer's credit card information to place the host order and have it shipped directly to the host's address. We really shouldn't, we set up the business the way so that you can, you're not slapping like tons of cases around. We want it just to go directly to the host's address so that they can chill it. And all you have to do is show up 15 to 20 minutes before the event, open a couple bottles, put your display out, and then you're ready for guests to arrive. We don't want you to have to spend a ton of extra time going in and out of your car, trying to bring wine and everything. It really should go directly to the host. Okay, does anyone else have any other questions? No? Okay, well, this was a great call. As always, I'm going to be posting the recording this afternoon in the community page and on my YouTube channel, so definitely keep an eye out for that if you want to rewatch. And tomorrow we have a great Tips from the Top call with Chris Whitaker, who is our other field development and training manager. Is going to be going over completely different things with our leaders. So definitely jump on so you can learn their tips and tricks. Sure, Vicki, what are your questions?
Okay, am I unmuted now?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'm brand new at this too. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
And I'm not super tech savvy to boot. Okay, so my question is, I've spent a humongous amount of time clicking around in the back office of VIA University. Yeah. More so that I'm getting lost trying to find things now than before. But my question is, for a lot of these different kinds of events, the trade show events, networking, I have a networking event I'm going to on this Monday, and I can't pour any wine at it, so I'm just needing to be able to pass some things out. Yeah. I have some friends, of course, that have weddings coming up, so I have a lot of these things that you've been addressing. Yeah. What I'm looking for is, are there any kinds of good flyers that are put together already that I can find in the back office? I'm willing to go get them printed nice, slick, send, have them look really nice, but something that, rather than just a catalog that I can walk around with, because although our catalogs are beautiful and everyone is impressed by them, but I don't necessarily don't want that to be the first piece I hand out to somebody. I'd love just some sort of a glossy, 8x10 flyer or something that I can hand out that kind of has some great photos on it. It explains a little bit about, VIA One Hope, and then maybe on the back, boom, 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 some of the different kinds of things we can offer to your business or to you personally. Currently,
we don't have anything like what you're speaking of created.
Okay.
But what I keep saying, the community page, it's a wealth of information. You can post that exact question, and I'm sure some of our leaders have created stuff similar to that, and it's probably going to be editable. You can edit it so that it can be exactly what you want, but I would recommend starting there, because I know a lot of our leaders are super tech savvy and they'll be willing to share everything that they've created.
Okay.
So yeah, I hate to keep pointing you in that direction, but I think that might be your best bet, just to get a good base for what you want. And then
I like that group. It's just a little maddening only because of Facebook, the way, as people go back and comment on old posts, it reshuffles everything.
I know.
It just is sort of exhausting trying to locate things.
The algorithm, but there's a great search bar.
Yes.
That's there. So you can search there to see if there's anything. Maybe just search like one pager, see what pops up. If not, post a question exactly how you wrote it on what you're looking for. And I'm sure someone has created something.
Super. I don't want to stop anybody else from asking questions, but I have 2 others if it's okay, or I can stop and let somebody else ask.
No?
Okay, so my second question is, do you have anything, I know you mentioned on the order forms, there's the box up in the corner you can check off, but I'm also wondering, is there anything in the back office, or again, I'll ask on that community page, that I can print that gives a little bit more, like when you go, anyways, like some sort of a new client info sheet where you can intake, like I would love to know when somebody's birthday, when is their anniversary, things that are their own celebrations that sort of prompt those questions. If I'm at a tasting and there are a dozen different people I'm trying to chit chat with and get to know, I would love it if there was a way for them to be able to just give me some of that info that I could connect with them a little bit later and have reasons to call them back.
I believe that we have something similar to that. It's like a 8x10 that you can cut in half, and it's 2 questionnaires. Okay. But I don't know if it has the exact questions you're looking for, but if you look in VAU resources and downloads,
okay,
that's where all of our resources are that you can print and download. Just take a look there. Just review everything. I don't know the name of it. It might be contact sheet. Okay. Or form. And I know we had one up there at one point, so that's a great place to check. I don't know if you'll be able to add your questions in there, but maybe it's a great starting off point for something that you can create yourself.
Sure. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah. And I totally forgot my third question, so I'll mute myself so that somebody else can talk for a minute.
No problem.
I have a question. So sorry. My question is, okay, so as far as like Instagram or Facebook goes for marketing yourself and your business, in the past, I've been told in the profile, like say for instance, working with It Works Global, they always would say, do not put that you're an It Works rep or anything about wraps up in your profile, because people will automatically assume everything is about business, that you're trying to get them to buy stuff, that your real life is not even in there, and it can deter them to even want to follow you straight off from the get-go. So do you suggest our profile look as normal as possible, or should we still integrate something in our bio that still has something to do with what One Hope is about?
I 100% think that you should include what you do in your business.
Okay.
Maybe just say like, I help fundraise through wine tasting events, through in-home wine tasting events. Reach out to me. You have any fundraisers that you need to support?
Okay.
Yeah, I would just, I don't think it's bad to share what we do, because what we do is so amazing.
It is.
Yeah. Create such a great impact in the community. So honestly, I would share it. I would include everything that you want to
okay.
in your bio, because that's how people are going. Like, definitely include your storefront link in your bio so people can go check out your website and what you do. And I would shout it from the rooftops. But I'm super proud of One Hope and what we do. I've been with the company for 10 years. So my sister's actually one of the founders. So I've been with the company for a very long time, and I wear my One Hope shirt. When I wear it super proud, and I love talking about it. I love telling everyone about it. That's one of my tips, is buy some merch and wear it, because people will ask you what One Hope is and what you do. Promise.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else have any questions?
Yeah. You're going to get to know me very well. Oh my goodness.
That's why we
okay.
these calls.
So as far as posting goes on Instagram or Facebook, I know there's like a Google Share or something shareables. You can get pictures from there. Are we able to not so much copy everything exactly like the One Hope Instagram, but how do you suggest we go about that with postings? Can we take their stuff because everything's worded so nicely? Like, I'm brand new, so I'm like, I don't know what to say or do or post.
Yeah, you can definitely grab content off of the One Hope posts, and they have some great, they do like dog, it's brand new, like a dog a day, I think.
Yeah, I saw that.
Stories. grab those and post those. That's why we create them. Maybe use your own wording just so I know that the algorithms are kind of funky, so if you keep posting the exact same thing, it might hide your post a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, just change things up a little bit, but grab the content that they're using. That's why they create it. So you guys can use it for sure. That's no problem at all. And then we also have some great shareables, and each of our in the Vine, you'll always see, next to our recruiting special that starts on April 1st. There's some recruiting shareables that you can use. So we try to make it as easy as possible for you to brand your business and share everything that we have to offer by those social shareables. So definitely take advantage of those and click on the links in the Vine when you see those come through, just so you can know what we have available. Anyone else have any questions? These are all really, really great questions. And I'm going to post the recording. If you have any questions that kind of arise in the time now and then, post on that posting with a comment or with a question, and I'll be sure to answer them. Or I'm sure some of our leaders will be happy to answer any questions you guys have on our community page. And thank you so much for joining. This is a great call. We covered a ton of information. So definitely try to jump on tomorrow's call. And have a great weekend. I hope everyone has some tastings booked. If not, do your launch event if you have your starter kit already. But thank you so much, and everyone have a great day. Bye.